remaining true to your defense?
第一场比赛结束之后，你要给他表达你的一些，第一场很快的就陷入了犯规，然后但是第二场你一开场的时候很有侵略性，拿了21分，你是如何在保持侵略性同时与犯规之间找到这个平衡？
我觉得还是靠防守做好基础吧，有防守再去抢进攻。我觉得这是对于一个球员来说是一个最好的一个体现。
Everything started from the defensive end. As a player, I want to make sure I play good defense. Then everything will go just from the defensive end.
Okay. I also wanted to get your thoughts. You guys lost twice to Ginebra, first in eliminations. Second one was back in Sunday's game. Now you get a very dominant win. How do you think, or what do you think this says about how people should look at this series moving forward?
我们输比他们之前2场，然后在这第3场我们打出了一个统治级的表现。你觉得外界对于这个接下来的系列赛应该有什么样的看法？
外界
对，就是球迷或者媒体，他们
我觉得也不用想太多吧，就做好自己本分工作，然后做好充足的准备去面对每一场比赛，这是我们需要先做的。
As far as for us, we just want to stay locked in, keep executing on the court, and make sure we play like what we've been working on in our practice.
Well, thank you, Coach Jimmy and Coach Ray. Coach Brian, we spoke about this before this game even started. In any series, all the more in a finals one, you need a short memory, quick turnaround, but it's one thing to say it and actually execute it in the game. What do you think allowed your team to play this well tonight?
Well, I think a couple things here. The first game, Brownlee's a key situation. He talked about this before. In the first game, he got 3 fouls early and wasn't a factor in the game. And tonight, Brownlee, let's start with this team is unbelievably disciplined. They're a great basketball team and they're very well coached. So Brownlee, though, is a key factor, and this matchup was key. And tonight, I thought that it kept it under control and helped us get the lead. And then number 2 is we competed with them on the glass. Last thing I want to say to everybody is I think there was confusion on what was said after the game. First of all, number 1, no one on our team was sick. No one on our team was hurt. There was no excuses. They kicked our ass. That's number 1. Number 2 is this team, everything's a first. First road game, first hotel meal, first basket, first final game. We're in a series, it's your country, the PBA. The rules that I played in Australia were different than the rules in America. The rules in America were different than the international rules. That was our first game in a final series. We did not complain about the referees. All we tried to do was figure out how the game is going to be called and make the adjustments. That was my job in between games. So you go to this game, the game is about easy baskets, offensive rebounds and putbacks, and putting team together on the foul line. Tonight, we defended without fouling. We made the adjustments according to the PBA rules of playing D without fouling. And to move forward, we got to stay on that page.
At this point, we open the floor for our friends from the press.
Coach, lastly, bounced back from his poor shooting in game 1. So what can you say about his bounce back performance here in this game?
I said to the group, all of them, do what you did in the last game. Take your shots. You got my full backing. I'm going to coach that other side of the ball, the rebounding, the defense. And they're young, and I think the rim looked about that big in the last game. This environment is incredible. The fan and all of them in that stadium cheering for their team. I thought the young guys were a little bit tense in the first one. So I tried, me personally, support them and say, take your shots. Blankley's a good shooter, and when he gets his feet set over the course of the series, I think he's going to make a good percentage, as is Ray Ray.
Coach, just wanted to ask about
your shot selection. In game number 1, 53% of your shots came from beyond the arc. In this particular game, I think, you shot maybe like 43% from beyond the arc. So very different style of game in game number 2. I thought you were more aggressive in attacking the basket. Was that a conscious effort on your part?
A conscious effort of trying to get stops, which last game we got none. And we got no rebounds. If you rebound and get stops, it opens up our ability to get easy baskets, which we did tonight. Number 2 is to figure out how to get our big fella touches. And tonight, I thought the last game, and I don't know what the points were, but if he gets touches, it opens up everybody else. And it's much easier to get Miles touches, Brownlee touches, than it is an interior guy. And tonight, I thought the adjustments we made offensively to get him touches opened up the perimeter.
Coach, this is your first win against Ginebra in 3 games. Is this like a marking of the back team and will give you confidence the rest of the way?
I mean, I've got, it's just, it's respect, and it definitely helps. I mean, the losses mount up, and you pretty much, can we beat this team? So yes, it did help, but it's a series, and I'm just happy. This thing's sensational, and I want to experience as much of it as I can. Again, I've played in a lot of finals over the course of my life. This environment is second to none. That stadium to the roof is packed, and I've never been in one where there's no one for you. It's just everything's them, and that motivation is fun too. You know, it's like coming in here in the military. You know, it's us against the world. Helmets on, let's go. And I thought our guys bit into that, and I told them that grand finals don't come often. Enjoy the experience. Get off on this environment and playing under this pressure. It's got to be something you enjoy.
How difficult is your matchup with Justin Brown?
有多困难？
我觉得对我是有困难，但是也是对我有一种提高。
It's hard, but it's also I'm looking to get better. So it's a good matchup.
Have you adjusted already playing against Justin?
你觉得对于你现在已经适应了吗？
我现在我有点非常适应。
Yeah, I'm comfortable with this matchup.
Coach, will the long break be an advantage or a disadvantage to your team?
You got to make it an advantage. Again, I'm not playing too deep into the bench. I play, you know, we very much rely on Nicholson, and Nicholson played every minute until it was over. So a week for us, and again, all of this is more new to us than it is to them, and less experience. So 2 games we can grow, and we really got a time to freshen up and make more adjustments. So I'm loving the battle. And I finish it with, you know, I keep using the word about this whole experience is just respect. It's a really, really, really enjoyable, tough game of good basketball tonight. And I hope the fans liked it. I know they want their team to win, and but I'm hoping they're enjoying the series because it's pretty special so far.
Coach, for a young team to avoid a 0-2 deficit, how huge is that to your confidence and your chances of winning this final series?
All positives, and a lot of talk about young and learning and all of this. Just we're here through that process to win this damn thing. And I've been in this thing a long time. You don't get in grand finals very often. I don't. And when I get in there, and we get in there, I'm trying to make them realize it doesn't happen often. How many of you guys have ever played in one before? No hands went up. All right, so this is special. Learn on the hop. We're here to win.
Coach, in the first quarter, Ray was really attacking the basket. Was it a deliberate ploy just to put pressure on Brownlee for him to play defense on Ray? And in that first quarter, Ray had 10 points. Nicholson had 2 points. So was that like a part of your plan to be able to get other guys involved in the offense and not just rely on Nicholson?
100%. And when Nicholson had the ball, just to make, where Brownlee would be. And the whole game, last game, he sat on the line of the basket and just protected and roamed freely. So, everyone's got a style against a particular team, and that's been a common one for us. Lag off, go under on Glenn, and lay off here. And his attacking the glass, the offensive boards, attacking with the bounce and finding people. And it's the same thing with Nicholson. They get three guys on you, keep the ball moving. So I thought he made a really good adjustment. And again, this is new for him. He's young, and he's playing about as good a player as I've coached against. So just for that matchup, he said he feels good about it. I'm certainly worried.
Kobe Lam on LA Tenori in the second half. Was that something that you really wanted, that kind of a matchup? Bigger guy against LA?
100% it was well. Kobe on Thompson, Kobe on that matchup was a really, really important one. These things were obvious. Everyone can see it. He made adjustments, we made adjustments, and we continue to. But the matchup and what I had Kobe doing last game wasn't very smart from my position.